Manny Pacquiao is a boxer from the Philippines who has become not only a worldwide recognizable name, but a global inspiration. He began his career in 1995 not to win a world title, but to simply put food on his table for himself and his family. He made his name known throughout local communities. Boxing quickly became his life, and worldwide domination ensued. The reign of Manny Pacquiao is one of the most notable in boxing history. At his peak, Pacquiao was near unbeatable. A boxer has many ways to accomplish victory inside a boxing ring, by knockouts through technical submission or with superior skills. In this video, we take a look at 25 examples where Manny Pacquiao showed crazy boxing capability to achieve a victory, where we break down the skills Pacquiao used along with what separates him from the rest. First up, we go to Pacquiao's fight versus Miguel Cotto. Pacquiao scored this knockdown with a signature combination.
In the third round, beautiful counter shot by Pacquiao.
This three-punch combo entails Pacquiao hitting the body with the second shot, resulting in a drop of the guard from Cotto. And on the third punch, Pacquiao comes back up to the head, which was consequently exposed. We've seen Pacquiao use this path of attack in numerous fights, which brings us to his fight against Keith Thurman.
Bit of a smile from Manny Pacquiao. Oh, down goes Thurman!
Here, Pacquiao again uses that same combination. Throw to the head, throw to the body, then land to the head. This punch on Antonio Margarito was the cleanest punch of the night.
Just mentally and physically fatigued both.
Pacquiao lands a right hook while Margarito overextends on a right hand. In that same fight, Pacquiao had this Matrix-style sequence against the ropes.
There was another left-hand rally by Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao dodges Margarito's punch by the tiniest amount, then returns over the top with a right hook. Pacquiao has an underrated defense, with excellent spatial awareness and ring intelligence. In Pacquiao's fight versus Joshua Clottey, Clottey refused to engage with Pacquiao.
People gave Cotto a couple of rounds, the first and the fifth.
Pacquiao found humor in Clottey's unwillingness to fight by double punching with both hands at the same time. Pacquiao knocked Shane Mosley down with a straight left hand.
Well, he is, and Pacquiao left hand drops him.
Notice the feint before throwing the left hand to make Mosley flinch. Pacquiao also set the left hand up with a feint in the Marquez fight.
Down the middle by Marquez as he did on a quick left hook there.
The feint right hand, straight left hand is a blend of deception and destruction. Mayweather versus Pacquiao was the biggest fight in the last few decades, and this double left hand from Pacquiao is just epic.
And he has the power to do it. He doesn't use power.
Landing one punch on Mayweather is hard enough, but to land two consecutively with the same hand is seriously impressive. Pacquiao's fight against Oscar De La Hoya was a one-sided beatdown, and this four-punch combination was simply brutal. Pacquiao is so fast, we have to slow the footage down to see the effect of each punch. Also, take notice of how each punch has its own trajectory. Back to the Mayweather fight, Pacquiao lands a great counter left hand. Pacquiao parries Mayweather's jab, then throws the left hand straight while also moving his head to the right. In the Bradley fight, Pacquiao used this awesome move with the left hook. Pacquiao rolls under Bradley's left hook, then lands a left hook of his own on the way up. We also saw this move against Juan Manuel Marquez.
Yo, Jim, I tell you, that 1 point goal there,
The roll puts the opponent off balance and makes them fall onto the hook. This is a great move and very similar to the Dempsey roll. Perhaps we should call this the Pac-Man roll. Pacquiao is generally always faster than his opponents.
standing right in front of Brandon, I don't know.
Here, Pacquiao beats Rios to the punch with an intersection of the left hand. Pacquiao's only fight at 135 pounds ended just as you might expect.
We wondered whether Manny would be able to rise to the level, but he seems to be
A thunderous short left hand thrown downward shattered the jaw of Diaz, knocking him out cold. We saw a punch similar to this against Marquez.
This can change back and forth from this right here.
Pacquiao, throwing the punch downwards, penetrates the guard of Marquez, knocking him down. This knockdown of Tim Bradley may look a little strange. Looks like Bradley is not only a great boxer, but a gymnast too. Pacquiao's fight against Margarito was full of fast combinations.
Possibly going to 12-round decision only because of...
Watch here how Pacquiao pulls Margarito's hand down after with his right hand to set up another attack. Here, Pacquiao nearly scores a knockdown against Adrian Broner. Pacquiao steps back to avoid the jab, then sneaks in a straight left hand through the guard. A low head position helps Pacquiao invade the tight defense. In that same fight, Pacquiao landed this right hook. Pacquiao ducks below Broner's lead hand, setting up an unusual angle of attack to land this great punch. Here, Pacquiao lands a great body shot on Thurman.
Flicking out his right hand. That always precedes.
Pacquiao lands a great left hand around the side, and Thurman had to take out his mouth guard just to breathe. The trilogy between Pacquiao and Erik Morales was jam-packed with back-and-forth action.
And we thought Morales was going down. Oh, and he does go down.
Here, Pacquiao lands a short left hand to the side of the head to knock Morales down. In the second fight, Pacquiao landed a right hook counter in the first round.
I've never seen him this thick. Oh, and a beautiful right.
This is similar to the hook against Broner. Pacquiao falls onto his back leg to dodge a jab, and with the momentum, he throws a right hook over the lead hand of Morales. This electrifying knockdown in round 3 solidified Pacquiao's victory over Erik Morales.
Trying to shake it off, but he's been hurt. Pacquiao down. That's the fight. That's it.
Pacquiao's superior speed makes hitting a moving target easier for him than it is for most, and his left hand is without a doubt one of the deadliest punches in boxing history.
To all the people around the world love boxing, thank you to all your support with us. Thank you very much.
Pacquiao's win over Marco Antonio Barrera sent shockwaves around the world. This knockdown showed the power Manny held, knocking down a great Mexican fighter. Pacquiao is a boxer who just loves to fight.
Another left hand for Pacquiao. Marquez has to fight back. They're trading shots. It's a Manny Pacquiao.
Against Marquez, we saw an all-out war.
There's a nice uppercut slipped in by Spence, and another one, the left hand. Comes right back, and Garcia's down.
3, 4, 5. How you doing?
Up but wobbly.
7. Hey, come here. Gotta show me something. This fight's over. Box.
I don't think he understood it because he speaks Spanish, but I'm sure he gets the idea. Spence trying to close the deal here.
Legend God, Pat Ross's gonna jump in.
That's it, all over. Well stopped.
Andrews wanting to crowd Spence. Crowd spins away, works the body with the left hand, goes upstairs with the right and a left. And referee Thomas Taylor has seen enough. A deluge of leather thrown by Errol Spence Jr. And just like he did in his debut, he records another third-round stoppage win here.
What makes what he did so impressive, I think, that you see as a difference.
Yep, and then when you combine the hand speed with timing, like Spence is doing, you know, Spence is timing it with counter shots, stepping back and meeting it with punches. So you combine that kind of hand speed that Spence has, mixing timing with it, it really becomes difficult to deal with. A good left uppercut puts Hoskins on one knee.
About to say before he took away the privilege, every mistake you make when you step up,
come to me,
you pay it, and pays the price for that by taking 3 big shots to the body. That one.
Now Hoskins is hard. He kept trying to come forward. The problem was he came forward and kept running into punches.
If you take the gamble and don't tie up your opponent like he decided not to.
Y lo está castigando de una manera abrumadora. Y ahí se fue al suelo, claro, está en frío, pone rodilla en lona. Y me parece que... mete la derecha arriba. como diciendo acá estoy yo, no me voy a rendir así nomás. Pero hay mucha diferencia de potencia, vuelve a ir al suelo el boxeador mexicano.
Cordova trying to figure out a way to keep Spence off. There's that left hook to the body. That's what we were talking about, that body attack. And that one really hurt. You can see the grimace on Cordova's face. The count is 7.
He can't recover.
9. He's not going to make it. 10 and out. Knockout. First round. Errol Spence Jr. with a terrific body punch.
And that is his
right hand. Kind of gives you the idea how fear comes in for guys when they realize they're over a body shot. And down he goes from.
Tavera is trying to protect his body. He's still hurt to the body.
And he leaves himself wide open up
to the
top.
head. And that's a good stoppage.
That was a pretty good shot right there. And now it's got Alous going backward. Now Alous is in trouble. And an uppercut forces him to hold on, and he takes a knee. And now let's see if they'll call that a knockdown. I think Rafael Ramos is, and rightly so.
That's the thing. When you can punch like Spence, you don't need to land too many combinations. Sometimes the one solid shot will do it, and you can get your guy.
4 shots to the head, and the back solution in the corner again. And there was a great left hand, and it put Alous right on his back, and Rafael Ramos going to wave it off. It is over. I'll tell you what, that was an impressive performance.
Impressive, and Alusha's game, and you know, he gave it his all, and he forced Spence to think, and Spence thought his way through it and got the KO, which makes it all the more impressive.
Opening round, scheduled for 10. Nice left hand, knocks down Charles. It's a body shot. I don't know if Charles, he doesn't seem inclined to get up. It was a nice body shot, but it wasn't that difficult. Looks like it might have stung, but he is 34 years old. Spence moves away. Spence has him on the ropes. 10 seconds, and that's it. Referee steps in. It is over. Errol Spence Jr. 7th time he's knocked out his opponent in the first round. I'm not too sure Charles is very...
12 of his 15 wins. Vargas 20 wins.
Taking his time, jabbing. And the right hand, and the left, and the right hand.
And there it is. Vargas goes to the canvas. Knocked down for Spence here in round 2. And a good shot to the body. Vargas is a man hanging on right now, Ray Leonard.
Well,
what's the biggest thing you would tell Spence right? Unanimous decision. But he has been knocked down in this last round we saw. And Spence trying to finish it off here. Going nice to the body.
You notice as Spence comes down off his toes, that's power. It's all.
Derek James has taught him well.
Very well. Body shot will be the culprit here.
You were talking about that. Now he goes up top, and the referee moves in and stops it. That is it. Errol the Truth Spence Jr. finishes off Sam Vargas. He worked the body, then goes up top.
You know, if you're in the corner of Phil LoGreco, you got to be happy with how that first round went. He landed some good shots, but
And here the word from Spence's corner to double up on those blows, which he's been doing. As we talked about earlier, back in May of 2013, losing that 10.
Really, making us believers tonight with those body shots.
On balance, good leverage, great shots to the midsection.
Oh, a right hand. Get off.
This is out of
Looking wobbly. He's telling the official Robert Bird.
Hey,
you gotta show me something,
you understand? Headshots all inside.
And again, Spence to the head. Remaining 2 minutes to go.
This is what we talked about yesterday. Everybody said, who has Spence fought? Like, who has he beat? And as he moves up in opposition, you're going to see.
Coming up on a minute to go in this 3rd round. It's all Spence and it's all over.
Come on.
And I think it's a great stoppage there, Marv. LoGreco is in a lot of trouble against the ropes.
2 southpaws, Antonio.
His game.
Nice.
solid. Wow.
To him for getting this far.
Errol Spence looks very comfortable now and is just
solid jab. Now he can land some power shots like that.
Left hand. Okay, Van Heerden wants to wiggle out of it. The 30-2 former multiple world champ. This has been asked about it before, and he won't deny it. He just says that's what they say.
It truly hurt Errol Spence.
Oh, and
a whole lot behind any one punch. His gas looks good. He's fighting at an even pace, even though he's unloading on 10%.
Wow.
You can barely see anything out of that thing.
That uppercut has been vicious all night long. Love it.
Wow. Oh, and down he goes for the first time in his career. Chris Van Heerden knocked down.
It's not going to take much.
And again, that body.
Oh, and that's a low blow, I believe.
Nope.
No, he's calling it a knockdown. Alan Hudgens stuck. Spence felt something there as they, after the break for the mouthpiece, he wanted every bit of it. But now he can only lay up against the ropes. This seems like it could be a matter of time. And you know what? That's enough. Alan Hudgens stops the fight in round number 8. Errol Spence Jr. They say the next Floyd Mayweather. That was an impressive performance.
You and I, champ.
Good body shot. Not able to find Errol too much in this first round. Nice left hand by Algieri. Hard left hand there, and that hurt him.
And a nice uppercut by Spence. Spence going to work against the ropes.
He really turns his body.
And Spence continues to do work against the ropes. Algieri trying to hold on here. And Spence again. Nice right. And a good left.
Make a statement tonight.
Spence again with some nice shots here late.
Beautiful body shots.
Spence doing some work to that body and work along the ropes. Finally. And all 3 rounds, Eric Raskin unofficially scoring it for Spence and going down Algieri.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? All right.
Remember though, the Pacquiao fight, 6 times he went down, 6 times he got up, did Algieri. Algieri against the ropes. Spence digging into the body here at home. He has fought outside of the state of New York only 1 time. That last round, and he goes down again. Spence does it again.
Went down. He's not going to be able to take too much more of this.
And Spence trying to finish it here. He has a wounded prey, and he knows it. And Spence puts him back down, and that's it. That is it. Errol Spence Jr.
Spence hasn't been in any imminent danger. And an uppercut, and down goes Bundu. Was that a push?
No knockdown.
That is not a knockdown. Johnny Callis is saying that was not a knockdown. Bundu is a wounded animal, and he has got to be careful to Spence. But now Spence going to work, and he drops Bundu, and this one could be over. Oh my goodness! Bundu is done, and this one is...
Spence Jr. is the one who's had much more success in the last few minutes. Kell Brook's hurt here, and he's down in the 10th round, and it's so early. And it was an accumulation, and that eye is terrible as well for Kell Brook.
During his vision, making him feel uncomfortable, and here comes Spencer after that minute rest.
Yeah, the confidence back.
Good shot there from Spencer. Brook looking troubled here on the ropes.
Holding on again, Kell Brook. Golovkin the eye against Errol Spence, but he's gone down on one knee. He can hardly see out of it.